Happy Wednesday. It is October 2nd, 2024. 2 days away from the meetup. The big meetup. Check out clintwestwood.net. Big link at the top, all the details. Get here. See Litecoin Lisa and myself doing, oh, they clean this place up nice. Litecoin Lisa and me, Clint Westwood, live at a bar. Hey, they're having ribeye sandwiches for a fundraiser from 4 to 8 p.m. All the details are on my website. But we'll be doing a live happy hour around probably 4 o'clock. Get there at 3. He's opening up early for us. And we're going to start having a little fun, a little pregame before the happy hour. So come check it out. Come to the meetup. A lot of great people coming in from all over the country. Devastated areas in the country, they're still coming in. They're coming in from those areas. Gonna make it here to Westwood 2024. Get all the details. ClintWestwood.net. I just drove by a house that had their garbage sitting out, and they had a big TV. It said TCL on it. I think that stands for the creative life. At first it was like a knockoff brand. Now it's sponsored by the NFL, or the official TV of the NFL. So they've come a long way. But it's always interesting to me that people put their trash out on the curb. So everybody knows what they have. I guess what else do you do with it? See, I burn it all, but I have the ability to do that because I don't live next to people. By choice. By choice. It's hard for me to, let me speed up, because I'm not used to participating in the morning traffic to where they drive 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. So I got to keep pace. All right, DigiByte, activate. Turbo Boost Kit, Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff. Remember that show? So anyway, people, yeah, they leave their stuff sitting out, and you think, well, I know what they have now. Reminds me of crypto a little bit, to where, hey, you know, you got some Bitcoin, you send a little bit of Bitcoin, pay off 35 trillion in debt, send a little Bitcoin. Oh, this guy, turn right in front of me. There we go. Westwood shouldn't have left the house today. But it reminds me of the public blockchain, to where any transaction you make is transparent. So if anybody knows, like, for instance, I don't know who lives in that house, who has that TV. If I know it, though, if I know who lives there, and I can easily look it up, it's not hard to find out. But once you know, you can see, oh, there's that person's trash. Oh, I see what his deliveries are. You can just kind of watch. You can watch his address. Same with the blockchain. Once you know someone's address, you can say, oh, I'm just going to watch that. Oh, look, Bitcoin goes in, Bitcoin goes out. Pretty soon you start building a profile, and you say, oh, this person's kind of spending money here, spending money there, getting money from this person, this entity, and it's all public. You know, so there's only a pseudo anonymity to it, to where the address is a little confusing when you first see it. However, once you know who controls the address, it becomes very easy. And that's what they're going to do. That's why, oh my gosh, we've got all these people coming across the border. We can't identify them. It's too late, and we're never going to find them. So what do? You create a problem. Oh my gosh, 20 million people have come into this country. We have no idea who they are. So, hey, we need to identify these people. So what do? You say, hey, if you want to get any benefits, because, you know, most Americans are mad. They're like, why? I'm a U.S. citizen. I don't get the benefits that these foreigners get. Exactly. Because you're a U.S. citizen, corporation employee. So you're going to follow rules, and they're not. Oh, my goodness. This is, stay in your lane. So, yeah, you're in a situation, man, the sun, blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce. Doesn't sound like that, though. So, you've got the problem of the illegals coming over. 20 million of them, we can't find them, we got to do something about them. Okay, well, let's identify these people. We've got public blockchains and digital technology now. We'll just identify them. Well, how do you do that? You're going to have to catch them somehow. Well, if they go for benefits, they go to get a job, you know, because we're mad that they're getting benefits, right? U.S. citizen employee. So, yeah, that's right. They should have to identify. We need to know who they are. We can't let them get away with all this. Track and trace them everywhere. So they'll do it for the illegals. And to get a job, to get benefits, you're going to have to get this, digital identity. They've already got all this worked out. That's why J.D. Vance is the vice presidential candidate, because when Trump gets inaugurated or initiated or sworn in or whatever you want to call it, anointed, J.D. Vance is going to be that man behind the scenes with all his ties to big tech, implementing all this stuff for you. Smart guy. So, first it starts with the illegals, and then it comes to every citizen, employee of the corporation. And you're going to love it, and you're going to beg for it. And so we'll have our digital identity. They'll be able to track and trace everything that you do, any transaction that you make. It'll be a true mark of the beast system. And you're like, I'm not taking that CBDC. What difference does it make if they know what you're spending? Actually, I think the stable coins are going to become the CBDCs, to where they'll be regulated, and the stable coins they'll just buy up treasury debt. They'll just finance the federal debt. And that'll be their dollar peg. They'll have a token that's based on something. It's backed by something. And it'll be debt, as it always is. And the government won't issue it. They'll just regulate it. So the private businesses and organizations that are basically part of the revolving door of government, this fascistic society in which we find ourselves, that will be the, what we've all been worried about, the CBDC. That'll be the one world currency type stuff. But there'll be little flavors of the stable coins, the controlled currency. And they'll say, hey, you could use your Bitcoin? Absolutely, we want you to use Bitcoin. Bitcoin, great. Because as I said before, anything you do at that address, you put trash on the street and they can see it. There's no privacy. Now, you can have multiple addresses, I know, and you can try and do all that nonsense. But once they know, they know. And it's too late. So they'll let you get rich or wealthy in Bitcoin. The problem is they want to tie it all up. And what do you think's been happening in this Bitcoin cycle? Sorry about the sun. In this Bitcoin cycle, we've seen banks starting to get involved, big institutions starting to get involved, and they are sucking up all that Bitcoin. And they're doing it when retail's asleep, because retail's not going to wake up until this quarter, between now and the end of the year, and the first half of next year. And they'll pump it and pump it and pump. There's a big X in the sky, trails of planes. It must need to rain or something tomorrow. I don't know. Big old X in the sky, baby. It's healthy and nutritious, just like fluoride in the water. It's good for your teeth, even though I'm a big water drinker. So if I have a gallon of water a day, there's no regulated amount of the fluoride. I'm getting more fluoride. Should I have that much fluoride? Is that good for me? Is it more nutritious? I don't think so. More spraying, the better, right? More X's. Triple X me, baby. But anyway, yeah, they're going to have a public blockchain where they can track and trace everything. You're going to get rich. They're going to hold it. The fees are going to go up so high that you can't afford to use it. So it's better to just give it to them and let them custody it, just like a bank. Put your cash in the bank. Let them take care of it. They'll take care of it. Make it smooth for you. Oh, you won't have to pay the transaction fee. And you see it. You see it now with apps like Fold or CashApp, Venmo. Oh, just send it between each other and there's no fee, because it's not moving on the blockchain. See, if they have the Bitcoin, the crypto, in their possession, these platforms, they'll just make a ledger transfer. See, they're not moving it on the blockchain. They're just holding it. That's what they want to do. And they just want you to use it on their platform, because then they're not transferring the Bitcoin. They're just saying, oh, you sent, $20 in Bitcoin to your friend, and then, okay, friend, along Cash App or along Venmo or along PayPal or whatever platform they create, your bank card, bank app, you'll transfer it. It'll show that person got it, but the Bitcoin never hits the blockchain. There's never a transaction, so there's never a high fee until you try to withdraw it. That's when they're going to shut you down. They're going to hit you with fees, jump through a bunch of hoops. It'd be like going to the bank trying to take out $3,000 in cash. Try $10,000. Let's say $10,000. Good luck. It'll be the same thing trying to withdraw your Bitcoin. You're like, oh my gosh, I bought $1,000 in Bitcoin. Now it's worth $10,000. I'm going to take it out. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. And so that's the game that you're in. They'll say, oh, but you can use this stable coin anywhere. We'll just transfer it into that. And then you can take that and spend it with your debit card, whatever, you know, just transfer it somewhere. But see, it's not the underlying asset. It's just like, hey, we'll give you these notes, but they're redeemable in gold. And then at some point, they're not. Same with silver. We'll put the silver in the coin, and then we'll take it out in 1964. Yeah. So those 5 quarters in 1964 are worth like, I don't know, 28 bucks now. Was $1.25 then, which was minimum wage in 1964. If you had held the 5 quarters, it's worth about 28 bucks in silver. Huh. So it actually held value. Yeah, because it's actually something that holds value. It's a precious metal. Anyway, I gotta make a stop here at the the corporate store for a little thing I got going on. So, lovely Litecoin Lisa, there will be a cold bottle, a cold handle of Tito's in the freezer when you get here. All right, get to the meetup. 2 days away. It's gonna be a good time. I mean, this is gonna be perfect weather, like sunny and 75. It's gonna be about every day. I mean, something like 77, sunny, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Friday, the weather for the meetup is going to be just great. Like I said, they're going to be cooking ribeye sandwiches out there for a fundraiser. Plenty of drinks. I think there's a happy hour from 5 to 6 after our happy hour, the live show. Come watch that and hang out with us, with all of us. I mean, everybody, just crazy. A lot of people coming. A lot of good people, freedom people, crypto people, precious metal people. Come check it out. It is at the Room in Metamora, Illinois. All the details are on clintwestwood.net. Go to the link in the description and go to clintwestwood.net. Hit that big link at the top and it has all the details. It's going to be great. I mean, it's a great week. It's just like I said, I'm picking up a few things and, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for this action. Ready for the Westwood pump. Litecoin, $100. Litecoin, 1,000 by the end of the year, right? Doesn't matter. Got privacy coming out this month. Cake wallet rolling out, baby. Mimble, VPM, virtual private money. So when you put your trash out, nobody sees it because it just like anonymously goes out to another address, I guess. That's not the way it works. But it's not transparent, you know, it's publicly visible and out there in the open where you got all your trash out there for everybody to see. No, you burn it in the backyard like I do. Nobody knows what happened to it. All right. Love y'all. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Hope to see you at the meetup in 2 days on 10-4. Good, baby. All right. Trust yourselves. Find a way to exit that vampire casino. That is the key. All right. Been talking about those things. Come to the meetup. All right. Love y'all. Have a great Wednesday. Trust yourself.